episode. I hope you've enjoyed the other ones. If you have listened to them, watch them, and totally just let me know what you think so far. I'm having a good time because I definitely feel like I'm getting connected. I never know what the cards mean or what they're gonna say until I kind of pull them, you know. That's what I feel is kind of like, ooh, what happened here? I just kind of definitely, as I said, the first episode, I thought it was past, present, future, but in essence, it really sometimes is that, and sometimes it's not. I just don't know what they're gonna mean. As I said, I hope you see that I'm natural and warts and all. I just kind of let you see it all because I'm putting myself out there. Why not be my natural and crazy self, if that is, you know? I always say it's kind of like fun to kind of just be free and kind of let the true you be seen, you know? All right, so here we go. Where you taking me? Where you taking me? Definitely here. Service. Trust. Grief. Alrighty. So I said sometimes I'm just going to read the cards and then go with the cards, and then sometimes I'll get some extra stuff. So we'll see where it goes. Okay. Some episodes are going to be shorter than others. It all depends on what comes through, you know. So here we go. Service. One of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is giving itself. There is a reason why it feels so good to give. It is because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should always be aware that it might currently be in a situation which it reveals and needs to be fulfilled on a higher level. And this can also happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. Put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love toward others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself and come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all of your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve another. Perhaps one way would be asking a friend if you can help clean up his or her office or run errands. Maybe volunteer to watch your neighbor's kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. So I always tell people, if you feel the need to go out there and to help people, you know, I felt this calling. I was 42 years old and it just kind of happened out of nowhere. But then when I was 26, I went to massage school and then I became a massage therapist and then I was a dance instructor and then I did that for 20 years. You know, I've always wanted to be of service to somebody. And I feel like this card is just reaching out to people to say, if you feel like you need to do something for your soul to kind of lift yourself up, do something for somebody, volunteer somewhere, do something that will fulfill your heart and make you feel like you're not just here just being, and that you're here for a purpose, okay? Trust. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters, your intuition. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul once you get into the habit of following your intuition. You will come to the practice that discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. but it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle. And when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what is best for you, and you must learn from it. You know, this is definitely reads true for so many people in the world. We don't trust ourselves enough that what we're doing is supposed to happen, you know? As I said, I always get nervous when I do a reading because I want to always be perfect. I always want to, get the right things. I want to help, them reach their loved ones or whatever. And normally it happens because once I get into my space, I'm able to kind of like shut myself off and allow whatever to come in and to give freely to other people. I have to trust that. You also have to trust yourselves that you're able to kind of let your soul shine bright and listen to it, because a lot of times we dampen ourselves, and then there's that devil, and then there's the angel, and then it tells us something, and then this side goes, no, don't do that, that's gonna take too much time, and this side goes, what are you talking about? You better do that, it's gonna help somebody. So just listen. Usually listen to the angel, because it's gonna be usually in the right, and it's stutter, see? It's gonna give you the right information that you need. I always say, imagine yourself, you're on a train, and then there is a left and a right? Or you're on a path, whatever, driving in a car, whatever it may be. And on the left side, it is a situation that's gonna take longer, but when you get there, it's gonna have a better result. And when you go the other direction, it's gonna be shorter, but when you get there, there's gonna be a lot more chaos. You gotta choose which one is best for you. Which avenue do you wanna take, Sometimes you gotta take the longer one, and then when you're driving or when you're getting to that space, your brain can kind of take in what's coming into the world, what's coming in from the world, to ourselves. So please, if I can say anything, trust your soul, because I had to trust me when I was doing that pedicure that one day, and I had predicted the 2 babies. If you listen to my story on my podcast, Spirits Talk with Jeff and Virginia, it explains what I'm going to talk about. But basically, I predicted 2 babies, and then their births came, and then on the 19th of February 13th, 2013, I said I need more, and all of a sudden, I was given the pedicure, and I was feeling kind of sick to my stomach, and then the girl said, are you okay? And I said, who's Mary, who died in a car accident in a snowstorm in North Carolina? And she said, my Aunt Mary died in a car accident in North Carolina in a snowstorm. And I said, who's Coco? She goes, her dog. So I had to trust myself at that moment to just kind of go with it. And it all made sense, and here I am today, I mean, a 51-year-old man, that always wanted to help people is now able to do so. And I hope that I resonate with people, because it would definitely be a joy to see people saying, what you're doing really helped me today, All right, grief. If you haven't noticed yet, I have ADD. So I kind of just, as I told you, no editing. I'm gonna be natural. Okay? All right. Grief. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is not the point. The lessons of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusionary. The point of the lesson is acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everyone you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family will have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Amen. I have so many people that I have read for that are so grief-stricken that they, for a time being, they kind of retreat. they say, I can't live anymore without my so-and-so. I just can't move forward. I can't be happy again. You know, and I say, that's not true. That's not what they would want for you. Your spiritual guidance from above says, listen, you had me for a certain amount of time. There's life before me and there's life after me. You have to hold on to that grief to know that you will see them again. And that's why I feel like, you know, because I feel like I'm an honest person, I feel like this gift came to me. Like I've never got into too much trouble. I've always tried to stay on the right path. Now I can tell you, I was a brat. I was a stinker. I was definitely, you know, I could be a brat sometimes, but in my heart of hearts, I feel like I'm a good person, and I feel like this was given to me, and I was given the personality. Hopefully that resonates with people, and to know that I'm telling you this is the most important thing, grief, because people are so sad when they lose somebody, they feel like they can't move forward, and you absolutely can. And they're not going to be mad at you for being happy again. You're allowed to laugh again. You're allowed to be, you're allowed to meet somebody else. You're allowed to be in love again. You're allowed to, you know, love somebody else. If a parent dies and then all of a sudden your dad or mother marries somebody else, and that person you feel was brought into your dad's life to, or mom's life to make them happier when they have that sadness, okay? And then that person treats you well. All of a sudden, our first instinct is to be like, you're not my mom, you're not my dad. But in essence, when it comes down to it, when you allow your soul to say, do you want to make somebody feel a certain way? Do you want to make them feel good, or do you want to make them feel bad? And my whole thing is, I want to make people feel good, and I have definitely made people feel bad before. I've been a jerk before. And I feel like since I've gotten this gift, that it has propelled me to be a better person. You know, I've had to let people go in my life that didn't nourish my well-being and make me feel like I'm doing the right thing by myself and with myself, with who I'm with, or whatever. And there's grief there. You grieve a friendship, you grieve losses, but you have to know that if sometimes this isn't a person of people that have also died, people that we have to let go in our lives. The apple off the tree situation, you know, we're going to grieve the loss of that person, but to know that if they're not giving us joy and they're not giving us love and nourishment, that we can't move forward. So there's two types of grief. There's griefs and loss of our loved ones, and there's grief in losing our friends that no longer can serve a purpose in our lives because it brings us back to a certain space before that was uncomfortable, you know, so why go backwards? So I feel like this is a two-headed card for grief. Some of you are going to resonate with losing a loved one, and some are going to resonate with losing a friendship. So just know that cards can mean two different things, and that's the energy that I was feeling. I was talking about the losing of a parent or whatever, family, friend, loved one, and then on the friendship side, because they wanted me to explain about the apple on the tree branch. You know, if it comes off the branch, it's up to you to, you know, be happy again, okay? So I hope this resonated with some of you. I hope that it did, and thank you for coming back again. I'm enjoying this, although I'm still nervous. You hear me stutter once in a while, but that's because energy comes in my brain, and it comes in too quickly. They talk to me. So thank you again, and many blessings to you. Thank you.